Hello and welcome back from holiday. Hope you had a wonderful New Year. Happy New Year. So this is your Teacher Librarian January 2015 newsletter. Let's get started. First of all, our monthly meeting will be Tuesday, January 13th at Angevine Middle School with our host being Ken Smith, and snacks and book talks provided by Melissa Oviatt, Lauren Lottis, and there's a slot open. So if you would like to sign up for snacks and a book talk, then please email Amy or myself. The workshop sessions for this month involve the first one with Get Your Students Reviewing Books, which will be led by Kim Butler, and discuss not only just writing book reports, but how to really integrate content area writing into sharing books. The other one is going to be a repeat from our December session, Digital Tools for Struggling Readers. Due to the kind of nasty weather that day, we had a very small crowd, and we know that many of you would have wanted to attend this session. So we'll have that one, and then we will also have Bring Your Own Topic.
Okay, let's talk about some opportunities. We always encourage you to fill out the form that's linked in this top bullet point if you're interested in hosting a workshop session like Kim and John are going to do this month. Next up, the American Association of School Librarians, the AASL, hosts a series of online webinars. They are free and they are usually in the evening to accommodate the school librarian schedule. And I highly encourage you to bookmark this page or put it in a feed reader so that you get updates about what's coming up. They have some amazing upcoming webinars, some that are hitting home for a lot of our librarians in the district. And then finally, EdCamp Denver, which is a free unconference, so you come with your own topics, is going to be Saturday, January 31st from 8 to 2. Again, it is free and registration information is linked here.
Just a couple pieces of communication from us. First of all, we would like you to take our Teacher Librarian Climate Survey for the mid-year survey. It's data that we really take to heart and try to use as we continue to support you guys and provide professional development and really look into this semester, summer, and fall planning. The ebook pilot phase 2 is starting, and if you are still interested in applying, we have extended the application deadline to Thursday, January 8th at 4 p.m. So really this week still, but we do have an extra day. Finally, just kind of an FYI that our Centaurus High School One-to-Web pilot will officially launch on Thursday, January 8th. The 279 freshman students will receive a Chromebook tomorrow, and we'll begin a pilot that we are hoping to see expand beyond Centaurus High School. So that's just kind of an FYI there.
Okay, we don't have a lot of insignia news this month, which is sometimes good news. I did want to let you know that I've updated the inventory instructions, and if you haven't read through those, I highly recommend that you do that before you start an inventory because there's some good little nuggets to know in there. One thing that did come out in a recent discussion with Insignia was that when you are almost done with inventory, instead of clicking that final step that deletes all of your missing copies, they recommend that you not delete those copies for a full year after inventory. Once those copies are deleted, they cannot be restored. They are not archived. So yeah, you can just leave them missing for a year, and that is just fine. Okay, let's look at some library news beyond BVSD. We have a few articles to share with you. One is a cool trend that's happening around the country, really, this integration of public and school library resources. In Tacoma, Washington, there is a program that is turning student ID cards into public library cards, which is really creative and innovative. The next one has a very controversial title. I'm sure several of you will have your ears perk up, but it's called The Future of Libraries Has Little to Do with Books, and it is about making the library the heart of the community and making it about people. And then the last one is called The 3 C's, Code, College Readiness, and Community Impact. So talking about what's important to millennials beyond just learning the 3 R's. So I hope that you take a moment and read at least one of those articles, if not all 3.
Just a couple helpful tools and tips to wrap it up. We have a link to the BVSD Teacher Librarian sublist. You have to sign in to view and edit it, but you can add and update with current info as you find subs that work in your library that you would love to share with the rest of the group. There's also an article for less library news and more a tip about targeting non-readers in middle school. We know how vital the 3 grades of middle school are in creating lifelong readers, and that many students, this is the time in their education where they lose that pleasure reading love. And so being able to support non-readers in middle school, if you get them then, most of them continue on with a passion for reading. So great food for thought for you middle school librarians. And finally, this is a list from Forbes magazine, the 12 companies transforming education in 2015. It's a great selection of not just tools, but also opportunities for learning that I would really recommend you guys looking through. Some really cool online courses, online video creation tools, some ones I have not heard of yet, could be a neat thing to check out. So we will see you guys on Tuesday,
That's
January 13th.
All right, see you next week.